Hello everybody out there in Atlanta, this is Chris from MissionLegacy.com with another exciting episode of My Talking Head. I delayed doing this a little bit. I did want to get on camera because I know I missed the My Talking Head for the announcement for Insidious, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. But I wanted to wait to see if there was a little bit more information that was going to come out about this morning's new announcement, and there have been. So first let's go talk a little bit about Insidious, since I missed that one. I really don't care. Insidious, I'm kind of indifferent to because I didn't like the first film. I thought the first movie was a little boring. Interesting ideas in the first movie, but nothing that I would really get excited about with that first movie. The second movie, I thought the same thing. I did like the last 25 minutes or so. I thought it was a good chunk of the movie, but overall, I just didn't care for the second one, and I have no real desire to see part 3. I know part 3 is like a prequel, but I was not invested enough in the characters to go back and say, how does this all... No, I don't really care. That being said, I don't mind the property at the event. I do quite enjoy when Horror Nights does their sort of supernatural type of elements, like a Winter's Night or a Dead End or a Wyandotte, that type of thing. I kind of like those houses a lot, and this seems like it will have the same sort of vibe as those houses, Insidious. So I don't really care either way. It doesn't affect my decision about the event. Doesn't affect anything with me going forward. It will be in one of the sprung tents, by the way. So that's Insidious, and let's get to the big bombshell that dropped this morning, or Walker bomb, if you will. A huge Walker bomb was dropped on us this morning, and that is The Walking Dead is coming for HHN 25. It will also be coming to Hollywood's event. Both houses, just like Insidious also coming to both events. Both houses will be different, with Insidious as well as The Walking Dead. Our Walking Dead house is entitled The Walking Dead, The Living and the Dead. I do find the reveal of this house to be quite interesting because it was done with very little fanfare, and it was dropped on Twitter. Just a passing tweet, basically. It was dropped. Hey, The Walking Dead's coming this year, which I found hilarious. I also found it interesting that this wasn't Mike Aiello or John Murdy announcing it on Twitter. This was the social media department announcing it on Twitter. They basically were kind of stuck in the back, and not too long after the announcement was made via Twitter, we had a USA Today article, much like last year, I believe, and the year before. Was it the year before? I know last year they did, the announcement coincided with a USA Today article. But I found it interesting that in the USA Today article, Mike Aiello nor John Murdy are being interviewed. It's Greg Nicotero talking about bringing the property back to Halloween Horror Nights, which I found hilarious. Now, at first, if you read that USA Today article, it doesn't really give a whole lot of details on the house. It sounded from Nicotero's comments that it was going to be a snapshot of this past season because, as we all know, the houses from the first house, second house, third house all kind of took you through the seasons. You were going through scenes of the seasons. This one, I guess it is going to be based on scenes from season 5. Mike Aiello said on Twitter that there was going to be water elements in here, where there's going to be walkers in waist-deep water. How they're going to pull that off, I have no idea. But that actually is a good transition into something else that I want to talk about, which is there was some confusion. I still have not, as of this recording, I have not seen any confirmation as to where the house is going to be located. I know that there was some speculation that it was going to be in the parade building, but that seems to have changed a little bit. I think now the thinking is that it will be in a soundstage. And if you think about it, it kind of makes sense, because if there's going to be these water elements and things like that, maybe they wanted to have a more controlled environment for the house, so it was sort of natural to just bring it into a soundstage where they do have more of a controlled environment for the house. So that does kind of make sense to me. As far as the property goes, I've said it in the past, it doesn't bother me that the property is at the event. I don't understand. Well, I guess I understand, but it doesn't faze me that the property is coming to the event. I stopped watching the show. I really don't like the show. I think the show is really dumb, and I gave up on it many seasons ago. So in that aspect, like, that doesn't bother me. I don't mind it at the event. The past 2 years, they have actually done a really good job with the houses. I quite liked last year's house. I liked the house the year before that. The only house that I really did not enjoy was the first house. I thought the first house was done extremely poorly. It actually ranks up there with some of the worst houses that Horror Nights has ever done. But the last 2 houses have been really quite solid. I really enjoyed last year's house, especially scenic-wise. Last year's house was very well done. The year before that too, I really enjoyed that house. But yeah, it doesn't affect me one bit. I don't like I said, I don't get all the hate on it. I mean, Horror Nights, is it the same property? Yes, but Horror Nights has done sequel houses in the past, and basically that's all this is. It's a sequel house. It's not the same house. It's the same concept and theme that they've taken from previous houses and just brought it to a new house for the current event. So yeah, it doesn't bother me. As long as the house is done well, I don't have any problem with it. If it's as bad as the first house, then we have an issue. But so far they've done a pretty decent job with the houses. So I don't, doesn't bother me. The fact that it's there. I don't like I said, I don't get the full on hate for it. But me personally, it does not affect me. At all. I did, however, find the announcement, the way that they announced it, very kind of funny and almost a little telling in a way. Maybe they're, but I mean, if you've got the property, you put the money up for this property, then do it. Just go for it. Tell people, hey, we got The Walking Dead again. Just put it out there. Go for it. Don't be afraid. Haters are going to hate no matter what. So it's, just put it out there. Do it with the fanfare that you did with Jack or Freddy vs. Jason or Insidious. Just do it. Just put it out there. Because people are going to hate. Especially with this property. This has been, the past couple years have been very 50-50. Some people either really love it at the event or some people either really hate it at the event. So, and you can't please everybody. So, it's just put it out there, just go for it. Balls to the wall. We've got The Walking Dead, it's coming back again, just go for it, just do it. But yeah, so... but yeah, as far as the property goes, it doesn't bother me. It really doesn't. As long as the house is done well, I have no problems. So that's about it, guys. We are, tomorrow is the last day of July, and we are going into August, which is, typically very busy for Horror Nights reveals, and, the event starts September 18th. So we are 50 days removed from Halloween Horror Nights 25. So it is coming up, and things are really starting to ramp up here in the final reveal moments. So, but that's it, guys. The Walking Dead's coming back, and I mentioned Insidious because I missed it last time. So what do you guys think? I know what some of you all think about The Walking Dead, but if you want to leave a comment below and let me know. But that's it for me, guys. I will talk to you later.